Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0705 indicates a problem with the transmission range switch in a 2017 to 2023 Honda Accord. This switch monitors the shift positions of the transmission, such as park, P, reverse, R, neutral, drive, D, sport, and low, providing crucial input to the transmission control module, TCM. The TCM interprets these signals to manage gear shifting effectively. In this case, the error does not stem from mechanical issues within the transmission, but rather an electrical circuit malfunction. The first step in addressing the DTC is to confirm the problem using a Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, and refer to the signal input thresholds provided in the troubleshooting guide. Understanding the multiple modes of operation, from the transmission range switch and the TCM's role in processing these signals, will lead to effective resolution of the issue. The transmission range switch plays a pivotal role in the overall operation of the Honda Accord's automatic transmission system. It helps detect the position of the gear lever and communicates this information to the Transmission Control Module, TCM. The TCM uses these inputs to activate the correct ear, ensuring smooth and efficient shifting. If the switch malfunctions due to electrical circuit problems, DTC P0705 is triggered, causing the TCM to interpret incorrect shift positions, leading to varying drivability issues. Fortunately, this DTC does not indicate mechanical failures within the transmission itself, easing concerns about the need for extensive mechanical repairs. Instead, focus shifts directly to the electrical components for diagnosis and troubleshoot. Several factors can trigger DTC P0705 in your Honda Accord. The primary suspect is a possible failure of the transmission range switch itself. If this switch does not send accurate signals to the TCM, it can misinterpret the transmission position. Wiring issues are another frequent cause. Frayed or damaged wires can interrupt signal transmission, resulting in erroneous inputs. Additionally, poor connections between the transmission range switch and the TCM can lead to inconsistent signaling, making troubleshooting a bit more complex. Finally, it is worth considering if there is a fault in the TCM, although this is less common. Evaluating each of these potential causes will be essential to effectively resolving the DTC. When DTC P0705 is active, several symptoms may manifest in the Honda Accord's transmission behavior. Typically, the driver will notice a check engine light illuminating on the dashboard, signaling an issue that needs attention. Inconsistent gear shifting may become apparent, with the vehicle struggling to shift smoothly through its gears. Alongside this, errors in the displayed gear position can occur. The driver may find the gear indicator does not accurately reflect the current transmission mode. Furthermore, the overall performance of the transmission may degrade, producing sluggish acceleration or even stalling in some cases. Recognizing these symptoms early can help mitigate larger issues down the line. The first troubleshooting step involves verifying the problem by turning the vehicle to the on mode and reviewing the transmission range switch signals via the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. You should compare the current input signals against the predetermined values outlined in the troubleshooting table for each gear position: park, P, reverse, R, neutral, N, drive, D, sport, and low. Each signal should correspond to its expected on or off state, depending on the shift lever position. If the signals match correctly with the HDS readings, no immediate failure is evident, suggesting an intermittent issue may exist. If they do not match, you must proceed to the next step for further investigation. The second step requires repeating the signal check of the transmission range switch inputs through the HDS, ensuring you compare current conditions against the expected values in each lever position. If you find that any signals indicate on when they shouldn't across different shift lever positions, you must document these anomalies thoroughly. Identifying specific circuit faults will guide you in narrowing down the issue. If no abnormal signals are present, continue with subsequent troubleshooting steps. This methodical approach allows for an efficient pinpointing of the underlying problem affecting the transmission range switch functionality. In this step, the process focuses on diagnosing the transmission range switch directly. Start by turning the vehicle to the off lock mode and then disconnect the 10P connector from the transmission range switch. Using a jumper wire, connect the corresponding terminal that indicated on incorrectly during the previous step to ground. Then, turn the vehicle to the on mode once more and use the HDS to check the switch signals. This will help you determine whether the switch is functioning correctly by verifying if the activated switch input reflects an expected on signal, paving the way for further assessment of the circuit itself. The fourth step involves checking the shift position indicator to verify that it operates correctly with the transmission range switch. First, turn the vehicle to the off lock mode and disconnect the 12P connector from the shift position indicator. Next, power the vehicle to the on mode and utilize the HDS to assess the switch signals. You are essentially comparing each signal against the expected values. If multiple signals indicate on when they should not, that could signify a short circuit in the wires connecting the switch to the indicator and the TCM. Any irregularities identified will direct the necessary repairs needed to restore proper functionality. The fifth step reiterates the importance of the transmission range switch's signals. Begin by turning the vehicle to the off lock mode. Then, reconnect the 10P connector of the transmission range switch. After reconnecting, turn the vehicle back to the on mode and check the input signals once more with the HDS. Observe if any signals remain on when they should not be according to the established thresholds. If everything indicates expected behavior, the switch can be confirmed operational. If signals still exhibit issues, you will need to replace the faulty transmission range switch to eliminate the DTC reoccurrence. Following closely from the previous steps, this sixth step ensures the functionality of the shift position indicator is accurate. Disconnect the 12P connector from the shift position indicator and switch the vehicle on. Use the HDS to evaluate the signals presented by the transmission range switch once more. A confirmation that the signals remain on can indicate the indicator's operational status. If discrepancies are found and signals show unexpected behavior, it will be necessary to replace the shift position indicator panel. This action ensures the driver receives accurate and consistent information regarding gear positions. The seventh step focuses on checking for shorts in the wiring associated with the transmission range switch. Turn the vehicle to the off lock mode and disconnect the 50P connector connected to the TCM. You will then check for continuity between the identified circuit terminal from the previous steps and ground. This process is crucial in determining whether there is an unexpected short in the wiring leading to the TCM. If continuity exists, it suggests that a fault has occurred in the wiring circuit, which will need to be repaired to ensure signal integrity. If there is no continuity, further checks should be conducted on the wiring to understand the underlying issues affecting the TCM's performance. To complete the troubleshooting process for DTC P0705, it is vital to perform a final verification of repairs made during the diagnosis phase. Start by rechecking all connections and ensuring that the transmission range switch and associated components are functioning as intended with accurate signal outputs. After confirmation, clear any stored DTCs from the vehicle's memory using the HDS. Then, road test the vehicle to ensure that the check engine light does not reappear and that the transmission shifts smoothly through all gears. This final check reinforces that the issue has been comprehensively addressed, restoring confidence in the remedy applied. Preventive maintenance plays a crucial role in avoiding future occurrences of DTC P0705. Regularly scheduled electrical system checks can help identify small issues before they develop into larger problems. Additionally, inspect all connectors associated with the transmission range switch and TCM frequently for signs of wear or corrosion. Keeping these connections clean and secure is essential for seamless operation. Finally, ensuring that the vehicle's software is up to date is critical, as manufacturers often release updates to improve vehicle performance and remedy potential electrical concerns. By adhering to these practices, you can contribute to the longevity and reliability of your Honda Accord's transmission system. In conclusion, effectively resolving DTC P0705 in the Honda Accord involves a deep understanding of the transmission range switch's role in the vehicle's operation and conducting thorough diagnostics through the HDS. Recognizing the electrical issues surrounding this DTC will guide technicians in executing the necessary troubleshooting steps to ensure a comprehensive repair. Repeated checks for proper function, as well as attention to wiring and connectors, play a vital role in maintaining optimal performance. Lastly, instituting regular preventive maintenance can significantly help avoid similar DTC occurrences in the future. Taking these steps will ensure that drivers experience reliable performance from their Honda Accord's transmission system. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.